Hey everybody, Dean Graziosi. Welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here. Hopefully you browse around. Check out deangraziosi.com. If you're watching this from iTunes, get over to deangraziosi.com, an incredible site, lots of new updates. And for those of you who are watching this, make sure when you watch this video that you go to the homepage and look below, because every week on Thursday, remember, we're also going to include, we just started this, you doing a weekly wisdom or a weekly blog from one of our students revealing some of the secrets they're using to crush it out there in real estate. So every week you're going to get a video from me, and also every single week you're going to get a video from one of my successful students doing amazing things. So make sure you spend your time at deangraziosi.com. It pays back lots of dividends. I know it's really expensive to be a member. No, it's free. Always been free, always will be free. Okay, here's what I'm going to talk about today. So this weekend, last weekend, I had to fly to Los Angeles for a meeting. You know, it's only an hour flight each way. So I'm in the airport, and I feel really fortunate. So many people will say, oh, I see your show, got your book, been a part of your training, and I love talking to people. But I had somebody come up to me, and it was a gentleman. He was about 65 years old. And he came up to me and said, oh, Dean, I got your book. And I read a couple pages. I got to find the time to finish reading your book. I think he had 30 days to real estate cash. He's like, I want to do that wholesaling thing. But what I realized is this poor gentleman had stinking thinking. And that's what I mean, it's a silly name, but it's so true, because he was telling me, I know your book. You look like the real deal, son. I could tell when I saw you on TV, I knew you were the real deal. I knew you cared. But, you know, where I live and my wife and my neighbors and the market turned and I don't have the money. And his thinking was, there wasn't one thing he said that was empowering. And I know I cover this a lot, but it's so prevalent in today's world to go down that road. So I let this gentleman talk, and then I spun him big time. Now, I won't get in the whole detail. What a great guy. I ended up leaving him. I got his number. I'm going to send him books and try to get him on the right path. Really good guy. But what I realized is there is no way on the planet that he could be successful in real estate when all he thinks about is what could go wrong. But you know what? I was on the plane after speaking to him and doing some self-analyzation, and I realized that I kind of go in cycles. And maybe more than anybody else, I can bounce out of a cycle. But I realized there's some weeks, months, many months of my life where if anything is on the negative side of me, boom, I immediately think of the outcome, the solution, how I could fix it, and not go to that stinking thinking. But I also know in my life, like a season, there are times when somebody will say something and I'll internalize it, and I'll stress over it and go, God, what if that does happen? Or what if that doesn't work? Or maybe I shouldn't even try it. And I don't even know how it creeps back into my life. This is what I do. I'm reminded every day and every week how to be better, how to get through this stuff, because I want to be a great teacher. I want to be a great mentor. I want to be a great guide for you, or just a spark to light the fire. And it still happens to me. So I started thinking on the plane, what could make you stressed about a situation? What could get you to stinking thinking or thinking there's no way out? And I think there's a couple ingredients. It's when you start thinking about something that did go wrong or could go wrong, and you think it's permanent without fixing. Now, in most all the things that you stressed about in your life, were they permanent and unfixable? Most likely not. And even if it was permanent, did you learn a valuable lesson so you never do it again, right? In most cases, if you look back in history, the things that we stressed about the most didn't affect us in the way we thought they were. So I think what causes stress, and when you think, wow, that won't work, or what if they do this, or what if that person takes my money, or what if that house doesn't work, we start thinking about things as if they're permanent and not changeable. Secondly, we look forward to things that could happen rather than turning around, and I know I talk about this a lot, and looking at the things we've already accomplished. So one of the other things to get rid of this stinking thinking is to stop looking forward on what could go right, what could go wrong. You're painting movies of a future that you don't know. You can't read the future, but you can turn around and see all the incredible things that you have done in your life. There are so many things that make you cool, so many things you've accomplished, so many things you've overcome, so many people you've helped that make you really cool. And the last thing is get proof. Right? So what's incredible about deangraziosi.com, and the reason I'm adding a student doing their success, a video every single week, and all the posts that are here, is get proof that what you want to accomplish or what you think is negative is actually accomplishable because other people have done it, right? When you get proof that you could lose weight, when you get proof that you could quit smoking, when you get proof that if you continue to smoke, you'll be sick. If you continue to eat the wrong food, you could be overweight and unhealthy. If you get proof that people just like you have done wholesaling and buy, fix, and flip and buy, fix, and hold and come from tough backgrounds or regular backgrounds with no experience and done it, that inspires you. And you also can get proof that if you leave your life exactly the way it is, it's going to continue to be the same. So proof helps that in a third way. And remember that old saying I've said forever that I don't know where I heard it from, might have been Tony Robbins years ago. NASCAR drivers, they teach them to focus on the clearing, not the wall. When they get in a spin, if they focus on the wall, what do? Boom, they hit it. But if you focus on the clearing, all your energy goes to where you want to go, not where you don't want to go. So remember, this poor gentleman, all his thinking was stinking. And all he could focus on was what could go wrong in real estate. How could he ever start unless he starts focusing on what could be right, that there's another way out, that he focuses on the clearing and makes a transformation in his life. So that's my message for today. It was so fresh on my mind. If you're watching us from iTunes, go to deansfreebook.com. Get my latest book, Student Secrets. It's my students who sent in their amazing secrets, over 100 pages of their words. It's a really incredible book. Go grab it and watch the video after that. You'll really love it if you're at deangraziosi.com. Love having you here. Make sure you look out for the extra weekly wisdom coming every single week from our students. And if you don't have my book, go ahead and get it right up here. You can just click on the link. We'll send the book to you immediately. And register for the site. You get a lot of extra free stuff. Okay, I'm Dean Graziosi. I'll talk to you next week.